go to Architecture, Curtain Grid, and I'm going to move the cursor along this lower edge. And at some point, it's going to positively pop into position there. And that's going to be where these are at the midpoint. So I'll click once there to place in a grid line. And then I'm going to move the cursor along this edge. And at some point, it's going to pop right and snap to that floor. When I click there, it actually puts in a horizontal grid line there. And then I want another grid line that's 1 foot down from that. And I can look at the temporary dimension there and verify that it says 1 foot. When I click, it puts in a grid line there as well. And so this is the geometry of this window area. And we're just lining up the grid lines with what we have. So that's stage 2. Stage 1 is build the curtain wall itself. Stage 2 is build the grid lines. Stage 3 is add the mullions. So we're on to mullions here. I'm going to add mullions not just to one grid line at a time or one segment at a time, but I'm going to go and add grid lines everywhere. So all grid lines mode, and then just click on the curtain wall, and we get grid lines everywhere. Undo. So before I do that, maybe I should choose the kind of mullion that I want. Now we have some mullions already loaded. I'll use this second one, which is a little bit smaller. And then I can go to all grid lines and click on that, and it mullions that are just a little bit thinner. I think that's going to work wonderfully for us. And so then I can come in here and take a look at what we have. So we have these very bright white mullions, and I'd like to use a dark color instead. So what I need to do is tab. I need to position the cursor over this mullion and tab until I can select an individual mullion like this one, and then edit the type, and then change the material in here to not just shiny aluminum, but maybe something that's dark or black. I have some materials already in the project. We could use this one, or I can use something else from the list. I'm just going to keep it fairly simple, and maybe I'll just choose this appliance steel black. So metallic, shiny. Maybe it's too shiny for me, so I'm going to increase the roughness. And top coat is going to be rougher. Okay. So just like that, we made them look dark.